I'm Chad Blank with Coldwell Banker and a member of Team Tillman. This week for Tuesday Tips with Team Tillman, I sit with Liz Peter with Leader One Financial. Liz is an excellent mortgage professional that has helped many of our clients with their mortgage needs. This week we sit and answer many of the first-time homebuyer mortgage questions that we get. As always, if we do not answer all your questions, feel free to reach out. I'll leave our contact information both for myself and for Liz in the description. Also, if you click the link below, you'll be brought to a wonderful free ebook that walks you through the entire home buying process. Please join us next week for another Tuesday Tips with Team Tillman. Hi, I'm Chad Blank with Coldwell Banker. I'm here with Liz Peter with Leader One Financial, one of our wonderful lending professionals that we work with on a regular basis. And I thought I'd have Liz answer a few questions for first-time home buyers. Maybe you're renting and you're looking at potentially buying and you might think it's a scary process or you need a lot of money, and I wanted Liz to kind of help dismiss some of those myths that are out there. So Liz, are there any programs out there to help people with maybe down payment, closing costs, that type of thing?
There are. The main one in the state of Minnesota is the Minnesota Housing Loan, and that allows you to get in with as little as $1,000 down. You have to take a class so that you become a good home buyer, and the income limits are up to about $145,000.
Okay, wonderful. And then I know some people are renting, they may not have the best credit history in the past, they may be looking at building that up. About what level of credit do you think they may need to maybe start the conversation on looking for a mortgage?
You need what they would term as good, so you need about a 640 to 650 to get into any of the down payment programs, and that really does give you a little bit better rates.
Okay. Do you have any tips or tricks to boost that up a little bit?
Yeah, so what affects your credit is how you're paying and how you carry credit card balances. Those are two of the biggest things that affect it. So you want to keep paying everything on time, but a really big thing is to make sure that your credit card balances are either at 0 or somewhere between 0 and 20%.
Okay.
You don't want to be maxing out your credit cards.
Wonderful. So let's say I'm ready to get a mortgage. What's the process to do that?
The first thing you want to do is talk to a loan officer. And they will walk you through it, but we can start with people applying online. They're going to ask questions about your name, address, social security number, birthday, where you're working, how long you've been there, how much money you're making, what you plan to do for a down payment.
Okay.
Like when I ask about assets.
Okay. So let's just say home ownership is just a dream of mine. I don't know if I'm even close. I don't know what's involved with that. Can I reach out to you now just to have a consultation, or do you need me to have everything ready in good order before we start talking?
Yeah, no, I think it's good to have a conversation. I'm always happy to help people, just having that initial conversation, because it dispels a lot of those rumors,
Yeah.
and helps you just understand it. I think it's never too early. I have a lot of people that do it a year ahead of time.
Wonderful. So let's say we want to move down the path, get a mortgage. What is the process? I heard there's a bunch of paperwork. What do I need? How does that work?
Yeah, there is some paperwork. You got to be ready for it.
Yeah.
But most people are able to access it electronically. So we just usually need pay stubs and W-2s. Sometimes we need tax returns, not always. Bank statements and your driver's license. So yeah, it's not as hard, it's not as scary as people think.
Okay. So if I have some, odd type of incomes, maybe I drive for Uber, or, I have child support or something like that, can I use any of that to qualify for a mortgage?
You can,
Okay.
yeah. And we also, let's say you're buying a duplex or you're buying an investment property, we can use the projected income to also help with qualifying.
Yeah, I'll follow up with that, stating that a lot of people don't think about the potential of a duplex or maybe triplex or quad if they want to get really into it. But it's an excellent way to actually be able to get into something maybe a little bit cheaper than finding a single family home, because you have that rental income.
Exactly.
Some risk to it, but this is an option that we can definitely discuss on there. So, one question I always get is, I pay X amount for my rent. Does that mean I can make that much for a mortgage payment, or how do we figure out how much of a mortgage payment I can make, how much house can I buy, that type of thing.
Yeah, one of the first things we do is find out your comfort level, right? So
Mhm.
if you say, I'm used to paying, $1,200 a month in rent, we'll show you what that equates to in a purchase price, right? We will take a look at your total income and we'll tell you how much you would actually be approved for, and then we also look at your comfort level.
Okay, wonderful. And then one last question that kind of comes up is, when I make that mortgage payment, I'm so used to making a rent payment. What's included as part of that mortgage payment?
Oh, that's a great question.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, because what is included is your principal and interest, right? So you're paying off the initial amount of the loan. That's what we mean by principal, and then you're paying your homeowner's insurance in there, your property taxes, and many times we have mortgage insurance. So if you're putting less than 20% down, that's included in there. If you are buying a townhome or a condo, we also include the association dues.
Okay, that is wonderful to know. If somebody wants to get a hold of you, how do they get a hold of you?
You can reach me at 651-341-6705, or you can go to my website, which is lizpeter.com.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Liz.
Thank you.